So the question, y'all, is, as we get into this final topic, is the old guard finished in the NBA? And when I say the old guard, we know that the guys that the league, three of the all-time greats, but the guys that the league has hung on to forever, maybe a little too long, especially now that we're seeing, for instance, in this particular playoff run, we saw LeBron and the Lakers bounced in round one. We saw Kevin Durant and his sons not even make the playoffs. We saw Steph Curry with his injury get bounced in round two. And we don't know, had he been healthy, would they have won anyway, right? So we see all this going on. Those are the three, superstars of the last, 15 years, I guess? The guys that are pretty much carried the league. So the question now is, are those guys done? And I'm going to let you lead off here, Transformer. Do you think they're done? We've seen a lot of the younger guys really have an opportunity to go off and kind of play well and show some stuff. Obviously, we got the two in the finals we just finished talking about, SGA and Halliburton. And then, of course, we saw, even though they went on the first round, we saw Cade Cunningham have a heck of a series. We saw Jalen Brunson get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously, we see what the Joker is doing year in and year out. He's kind of in the middle, but not an old guard guy. So we're seeing, we saw Paolo Banchero, play well in the first round. We've got a lot of really talented, outstanding younger guys in the league who are ready to step up and take over. So the question, y'all, is, as we get into this final topic, is the old guard finished in the NBA? And when I say the old guard, we know that the guys that the league, three of the all-time greats, but the guys that the league has hung on to forever, maybe a little too long, especially now that we're seeing, for instance, in this particular playoff run, we saw LeBron and the Lakers bounced in round one. We saw Kevin Durant and his sons not even make the playoffs. We saw Steph Curry with his injury get bounced in round two. And we don't know, had he been healthy, would they have won anyway, right? So we see all this going on. Those are the three, superstars of the last, 15 years, I guess? The guys that are pretty much carried the league. So the question now is, are those guys done? And I'm going to let you lead off here, Transformer. Do you think they're done? We've seen a lot of the younger guys really have an opportunity to go off and kind of play well and show some stuff. Obviously, we got the two in the finals we just finished talking about, SGA and Halliburton. And then, of course, we saw, even though they went on the first round, we saw Cade Cunningham have a heck of a series. We saw Jalen Brunson get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously, we see what the Joker is doing year in and year out. He's kind of in the middle, but not an old guard guy. So we're seeing, we saw Paolo Banchero, play well in the first round. We've got a lot of really talented, outstanding younger guys in the league who are ready to step up and take over. We got a guy in SGA, the MVP now, who they're saying, if he plays like it in this finals, could be the new face of the league. What do we have, man? What do you think?
As far as championships, it's about over.
Okay.
Barring a significant move from another player coming on to either their team or them going elsewhere.
Right.
Obviously, KD has a chance, because if he goes to a Minnesota or he goes to a New York, he catapults into that finals favorite. He's going to be one of the favorites to win the title. So for KD, he has a little bit more like lingering room because he has that ability to move. Steph Curry's not leaving Golden State.
No,
he's not
at all.
That's his home. He got drafted there. They love him there. He's adored there. He's not going anywhere. So he's stuck in that place. LeBron isn't leaving LA because that's where he laid all of his ground. Everything as far as business, his kids going to school there, everything's in LA. So I don't see him leaving LA. They made a significant move in trading. I almost said Udonis Haslem. Why is he in my brain? Anthony Davis for Luka Dončić.
Yeah.
So that to me is more of a bridge for the future post LeBron. Right now, as it sees fit, I don't see him winning a title in LA. So for KD, it's possible, barring if he moves elsewhere. But other than that, yeah, man, the change of the guard is happening. It's happening.
And you know what? So here's my follow-up question to that. I agree with you first. Let me say that. My follow-up question to that is, do you think that's good for the league?
Yes, it's going to force somebody to have to take it. And you're
Mm-hmm.
going to see a very, very competitive league, because right now, nobody's the guy. Who's the
Mm-hmm.
guy, right? Bron, Steph, KD, you knew who the guys were. Like, okay, it's either going to be Bron in the finals, it's either going to be Steph in the finals, or
Mm-hmm.
KD's going to be in the finals. It's going
Right.
to be one of those three guys. They're going
Yeah.
to be in the finals. LeBron went 10 straight. Steph
8
was like
straight and 10 total. Yeah.
8 straight, 10 total. Steph
Mm-hmm.
was what, a 4-time champion, been
Yeah.
there 5-6 times. Like,
Yeah.
it's so many, it's 6 times. So
Mm-hmm.
you've always had them in the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to force these younger guys to, somebody's going to have to take this league.
That's
Somebody.
right.
And the NBA is going to be like,
have at it. Yeah.
Y'all go.
I think whoever they see is the guy who actively steps up and the fans gravitate to, that's who they're going to put the machine behind. Like, clearly they've wanted it to be Luka for a long time, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pull that off. And like I've also said, as a European, I don't see it. I don't see it as a European. You got to get somebody who's closer to an American, right? Obviously, SGA is Canadian, but he went to high school in the States. He went to college in the States. And obviously, we know that Canadian culture is much closer to American culture than, say, Slovenian or Serbian or something like that, right? So we can closer identify with SGA than we can with with Luka. Thank you. Yeah. And so I agree with you. And it's going to be really interesting to see who the NBA media is going to put their muscle behind. Like, if Shea goes off in this finals and averages 32, 33, clearly dominates, wins, relatively easily, finals MVP and all that, then it's going to be like, okay.
Yeah. He already got the commercials, so that's a check. So
that's right.
Got the check. Does he have a shoe? I don't think he has a shoe yet. I don't think
he's a Converse guy, right? I think he's got a shoe. Yeah,
look that up. Look that up.
Yeah.
As far as Shea's, like I told you earlier, Shea's growing an aura. He's gaining an aura. You look at his post conferences, his attire. Obviously, he's a fashionist, and you give or take however you want to look at fashion on what these guys are gonna wear. But SGA, man, he could take it. Obviously, I mean, he's not American, but it's not like he stayed there. He was born there. Like, he's American kind of, because he was rose here, but he was born there. So I get that perspective, but it could possibly be him, man. The league, oh my gosh, man, that they have invested so much into foreign players that it's kind of tough on the American players, because these guys are coming over here and making it look easy. You look the way Jokic came over here and he just made it look easy. Luka Dončić was a rookie and busting folks' ass as a rookie because just made it look easy. Make it look easy. Giannis, he found when he grew into his body, made it look easy. Like, you gotta have to put 4 guys. You gotta have to build a wall to stop me. Like, you can't stop me no other way. You want Ant to be like that, right? You want Ant to be that aggressive, but Ant clearly stated that he doesn't want it. Tatum has the voice of wanting it, but just not showing that he wants it, right? By taking over in big moments and having those big moments. So, man, like I said, it's gonna force the league to really have at it. Like, who wants it? Who truly wants this title? Because right now it's Bron is still the face. Bron is still the face. Like, he's 40. He's flipping 40. And he's still the face. The NBA is like, yo.
Like, come on, somebody, please.
Help us out.
Yeah, no.
This man, like, NBA probably telling Bron, hey, man, Bron, not yet. Come on, man. Give us another year. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find another guy. So,
no doubt.
Oh, man.
Yeah. By the way, SGA is with Converse, and that is his shoe, the Shy 001. If you look at it, first of all, I don't know what's up with it. No, it doesn't look like a Jordan. It looks like the Allen Iverson.
Yes, right. The answers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like an Iverson.
When I saw that, I was like, yo, that looks like that.
Yep. With the zipper in the middle. I was thinking of the what's that Jordan with the zipper in the middle?
Oh no, I'm not sneaking.
It was after 14.
No,
I
I know
don't
you
really
and
care
Edward
after
got
14.
that.
He's more invested after 14. I stopped after 14.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really pay attention after 14. But yeah, man, LeBron, JJ, and Durant were in the Man Down Sports chat Friday night.
I doubt that. But
I highly doubt that.
yeah.
That would have been dope for him though. Jesus Christ.
That would have been fantastic. Yeah. No, shout out Man Down Sports. He got a great show.
Man Down.
Yeah. But no, yeah, when you look at this, you're just like, oh man, I definitely think, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong overlay. I definitely think that to your point, Transformer, it is time, for the new guys. And I think that we are seeing it. And I think it's great for basketball, man. This is something that we have been waiting for a long time because, LeBron has been the face, he's been the cash cow, and that's fine. But it's much like, and I've said this, the NBA did such a poor job of preparing the league for when Michael Jordan eventually stepped away, that even though there were still great players in the league, we didn't have that definitive face. And it hurt the league, right? It hurt the league in 94 and 95. Then he came back, saved it. And then it hurt the league again after 98 when he retired until he came back with the Wizards. And then it hurt the league again. Now, thank goodness, you had Kobe and Shaq and D Wade and LeBron coming in 03 and all that. But still, I mean, it took a while to recover from that. Now, when Kobe retired, at least you had LeBron at the peak of his powers, able to continue to carry the league. And of course, you had Steph Curry at that point coming into his own. So he's doing his thing. So between the two of them, so that's good. But I've been saying it for a while that the NBA really needs to be prepared with that next guy. And I think they understand that. And hopefully they'll find that guy soon, or that guy will reach out and take it. Because like you said, Tatum wants it, but I just, I go back and forth with Edward on this. As good as he is, as great as he is, I just feel like there's something missing. Yeah. And now he may completely miss the boat because he's going to be off the floor for about a year. So, out of sight, out of mind, some other guy steps up. And here's another thing we're forgetting. Did you mention Cooper Flag? I'm sorry, I was looking up
no, I didn't.
I was looking up the signature shoe thing, right? So we know how badly the NBA is going to want Cooper
him
Flag
to be the white horse. Guy. Yeah.
They've been looking for Larry Bird the whole time, man.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I did not mention that, but that's a great point. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if he can come in and be special, they're going to put all their marketing muscle behind him. Absolutely. Everything they got. Yeah. Because think about it. They were only making Luka that guy because they didn't have an American white guy to be that guy. So now if Cooper Flag can be that guy.
And Jokic clearly didn't want to be that guy.
Nah, that's not Jokic. That's not his person. He just wants to go out.
The moment he wins, first flight back to Serbia.
First flight.
First class. I'm out of here. I'm going home to play with my horses.
Play with my horses. Him and his brothers. Right.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the one we need to pay attention to, is whether or not Cooper Flag can live up to his billing and be the guy.
It hurts me to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your nose clean, Cooper Flag.
Absolutely.
These American players, they're I don't know who mentioned it earlier. They're so entitled. Armand did. If I'm mentioning your name wrong, Armand, forgive me. They're so entitled.
No, he's right.
And they're so freaking hard-headed. They're so freaking just dopey, dumb, just bad decision making.
Zion.
I'm talking off the court.
Yeah.
These guys, they tried to hand the keys to Ja Morant. What did he do? He threw it right back at him. They tried to hand the keys to Zion Williamson, throwing it back at him. They want to hand the keys to Ant. He's throwing it back at him.
That's right.
These guys are generational talents.
Yes.
But it's their off the court stuff. Off the field, boy, NFL, you talking to me.
You're not the only one, Transformer.
But no, these guys, they wanted to give it to them. Embiid is from overseas. Tried to give it to him, hurt. Jokic, overseas. Luka Dončić, overseas. Victor Wembanyama, overseas. They're like, okay, but where's our American guy? We don't have one because these guys won't take it. They're either being dumb off the court, so we can't put them in that trajectory because the off the field. The off the court stuff is highlighting. Zion Williamson is in trouble again. He has a whole big accusation going on. So it's like, well, what do we do about him, right? Ja Morant, obviously the gun thing. Now he's in back and forth with the NBA with the celebration stuff like that. Like, dude, what are y'all doing? So Cooper Flag, man, keep your nose clean.
Yes.
I'm not saying you got to be a brown nose or nothing like that, but just stay out of trouble, man. Because American players, they're looking so bad. We're looking so bad, man.
Right.
You didn't see LeBron do none of this stuff. Steph do none of this stuff. Katie do none of this stuff. The guys that all these three hitchmen, the three horsemen, didn't do any of this stuff off the court. Where are y'all getting this from? Like, come on, man. You're too busy trying to follow up behind the freaking rappers and the other celebrities and stuff like that when you should be focusing on building your brand. And Tatum is doing that, right? I mean, I'll give Tatum that credit. Tatum is doing that. He's doing everything right off the court, commercial wise. He has all that. To me, for Tatum, it's the game. It's like, something's missing right there. Like that's the part that's missing.
That's it. And that doesn't mean he's not a great player. It's just something is missing.
Yeah, something is missing. But the other guys, it's like, bro, y'all off the court stuff is just weighing everything down. We can't put y'all in the limelight when y'all out there acting a fool, right? So,
Cooper,
man, coming to the league. It's there. It's anybody's ball game now.
No
Matter of
doubt.
fact, they're gonna have LeBron do the toss up. Like, all right, somebody go jump and get it.
Somebody go get it. Yeah,
somebody go get it. Right.
Yeah. All right, we're going to open up the phone lines here. We're going to take a couple of calls, and then we're going to get out of here and let you guys enjoy this beautiful Sunday morning. So y'all know the number, 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. Let's get it.
Pause, Edward. I'm not giving him no glaze.
What?
That's crazy word, bro. I'm giving him some glaze.
Edward, chill.
Dang, bro.
Yo, don't never say nothing about me, Edward. That was terrible.
Giving this man some glaze.
Wow. Good morning, Chief. How you doing, man?
Man, I am blessed this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Chief.
Salute to my shipmate.
Salute to the boys from
sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Bruce.
Yes, sir.
The old guard. Time for them to retire.
I'm with
Time for them to let it go.
Yeah. I think the game's in good hands, honestly.
Game's in good hands. I like these new generation of kids. They're competitive. They ain't buddy. They get after it. And that's what I like. And the old guard, about time for them to let it go, man. I'm an old guy. And we gotta let it go. Time for the youngsters to take over.
That's right.
But it's hard to, but I get it. It's hard to let go when you still second team all NBA.
And you
these guys are
$1 million,
35 and older. Second team all NBA making $50 million a year.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of tough, man.
Me and somebody argued about that, man. Do you think LeBron just gonna retire? I said, man, if I'm getting $50 million to do what I love, it'll be hard for me to let it go.
That's right.
Yeah, no, he's thinking.
And you putting all the stats out of reach? Nah, he ain't going. He's
not
going anywhere.
Just really think about this. LeBron's gonna be in his 23rd year.
Yes.
Tying Vince Carter, all-time leading scorer, career playoff points, most career minutes played, most All-NBA selections,
fourth in assists.
The only guy, and Bruce, you're gonna love this one.
Yes.
The made-up stat they got him. The only player was 40,000 points.
Okay.
10,000, 40,000.
Yeah, 40,000, 11,000, and 11,000, I believe.
Right.
Which is crazy. I can't front on that.
Crazy. So what he could do, he's already at fourth in assists. If Chris Paul quit playing, he can surpass Chris Paul to be third. Now he can. That is crazy. Then in steals, he can be in the top 10. Rebounds, he can crack the top 25. 3-pointers made near the top 10.
Really? In 3-pointers?
Yeah, made.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
So it's just like you got to think, man. It's crazy. Then he's like what? You mentioned the 10 appearances, most playoff wins. That man he did a lot. I think we sometimes forget. I guess I don't forget because I'm old, and I remember him at 18 and going all the way to 40. Guys do military careers on that, bro. I have to,
Great
whether
point.
they like him or not, this man did like a full tour of duty.
Yeah, no, that's
Bro,
right.
yes, he did. With extra.
Yeah, with extra.
With extra, bro.
And
I still have a rookie jersey of LeBron James.
God.
The rookie I got the Carmelo and the rookie LeBron James jersey. This is back when I used to collect jerseys. And to look at that, like, bro, I was 13 years old.
Right.
I was 13 years old when I bought that oversized ass jersey. And this man is still in the league. I'm 35, bro.
Well, you know what's crazy? I was 30 years old when LeBron came in. Now I'm in my 50s. So
what is going on, man? Chris Paul is second, by the way. Chris Paul is second.
That's 25.
Okay. Yeah, but that's
25.
crazy. But I think, who's going to be next? Well, we're going to see tomorrow because I know I predicted the SDA after the Lakers collapse to win it all.
Yeah.
But my kid, he's smart. He said the Pacers.
Wow.
And it's not given that OKC's just gonna roll in on these guys. Everybody been, I wouldn't take the Pacers lightly.
Okay.
I wouldn't take them too lightly.
Well,
it
you know what I got?
Surprise me. If they win it, it won't.
Well, you know what I got to say about that? It just occurred to me. We need to ask Bruce because he has picked every series except the Lakers series correct so far these playoffs.
That is true.
So we need to ask him who's going to win.
If he gets this right, we're going to Vegas.
Listen, I was about to say, if he gets this right, man,
we're going to Vegas.
I might have to slide you some money to gamble for me, Trans.
I'm going to be your broker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, Young Disciple also says Pacers in 6. What's up, YD?
Wow,
what's going on, brother? Okay, so we got some people saying don't sleep on the Pacers. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Because you got to really look at the matchup. You got Halliburton. You got Siakam. Then Evan. As far as the big, Evan Turner, and then McConnell. Yeah, so it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk. I don't think it's just not gonna be given. Okay, so you get Turner.
Okay. I had OKC in 6, but we'll see how it plays out.
If Halliburton can pull that off, I mean, it's not big of a city, but that man is going to be forever endured in Indiana.
Yeah.
Think about it. They may love him more than Reggie if he pulls this off.
They will love him more than Reggie.
Because he brought the
chip.
chip.
Mike Epps and Larry Bird going to be slapping honey on their belly.
That's right. Right. Shout out Charles and Dreamers Pro. Yeah, slapping honey, running around, screaming. Oh, my God. Yeah, Young Disciple, Hallie is a dog and definitely has a chip on his shoulder. No question about it, brother. I like that pick, man. That was a gutsy pick. I can't wait to see how it plays out. I actually, like I said, I had OKC in 6, but we'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Wow.
That's conventional wisdom. That's called conventional wisdom.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that's conventional wisdom. Yeah, that's what I have, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. So, like you say, Cooper Flag. So then he's probably coming out. But then that Dylan Harper. He's a legacy. So I think I'm kind of watching for him to see what he's going to do next year. So I think the league's in pretty good hands. So it's about time. Time for the boys to let it go.
No doubt.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Frozen?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Frozen.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, well, I had to watch it twice a day.
Not me.
So you got a son. It's different.
I had a daughter though.
I mean, well, Frozen wasn't out, but she's grown.
Yeah, but when did Frozen come out?
Like
10, 15 years ago now, right?
No, not that long. It's only been like 6, 7 years.
No, it's
because my daughter was what, 3 or 2 years old.
That can't be right.
Yeah, Frozen. Yeah,
I got me all distracted
because I was back in Jacksonville when that came out, so it's at least 2016 or sooner.
Well, you know what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna get my closing remarks.
2013.
Really? Frozen?
12 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember when I moved here in 2015, I was kicking it with my brother, and my niece was little, and she used to love Frozen. That was 2015.
Man, that's crazy.
So,
My daughter's been holding on to that movie for
2013.
years.
My daughter was 10 when Frozen came out. So, yeah. See?
Dang. Wow. Boy, I tell you, boy, they played it like every day, bro. I can't even remember when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They sure did. Well, thank you for the call, Chief. Oh, you had something else. My bad.
My closing remark.
Yes, sir.
This is just gonna be like Ace Boogie with the fish hat. On the strip. Looking at all the new cats.
Right.
Popping willies and doing everything. And then reminiscing when he was on top.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
All right, guys.
All right, Chief.
All right,
thank you
bro.
for the call, brother. Appreciate you.
All right.
Chief always got good calls, man.
Always.
Yes, sir.
If LeBron does play 65 games on his current average, he will pass Jason Kidd for third all-time in assists at this current pace. He's only 510. 500.
So the only thing I'll say is, even though that's impressive, like, come on, man, 23 years. Like, yeah. Took you a lot. Like, it was a big deal when he passed Magic. Like, Magic did that in 12 years. Like, come on, man.
But it's just the mere fact that he's on all of those lists.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Was it crazy when Dream was on those lists, when he retired with, top 10 in 4 major statistical categories?
I mean, if I was around to highlight it, then yeah, it was.
I'm just saying.
It's not no more because he's no longer the guy.
That's why I'm here to highlight it.
Hakeem, your dream.
Shout out Bruce. Shout out Baltimore. All right, y'all. We are going to go ahead and leave it right there. It doesn't look like we got any more calls coming in. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Obviously, it was an all NBA show, jam-packed with NBA action. So we're there, y'all. We are there. It's time for the NBA Finals. I believe they start on Thursday night.
The 6th, maybe. Let me see. I think I just saw it. The 5th. Starts on the 5th.
Okay, that's Thursday, right?
That will be Thursday. Correct.
Yeah, there you go. All right, y'all. So we'll be back before that. And well, we're gonna see. Maybe we'll get some NFL content in there between now and then. Maybe some boxing. We'll see what we're gonna do. But
maybe Aaron Rodgers said he's going to Pittsburgh.
That's right. And
maybe.
And I owe the members some exclusive content, so that's going to be coming ASAP.
Yeah,
I do owe you guys that, and I apologize. I'll get it to you. All right. Well, we're gonna leave it right there. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we out. Peace.
What the hell?